Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for a very special Royal Caribbean International webinar. My name is Danielle, and I'm the Trade Relations Manager here at CLIA. And I'm just going to go quickly through some housekeeping before introducing our presenter. The webinar will run about 40 minutes. Please feel free to type your questions into the question module of the webinar, and we'll get to them either during or at the conclusion of the presentation. The webinar is being recorded and it will be posted on our YouTube channel, CLIA Global. So with that, it is my pleasure to introduce our presenter, Anthony Milaro. Anthony is Royal Caribbean's International Director of Business Development Support and Host Travel Partner Relations. Within the cruise industry's largest sales organization, Anthony oversees more than 30 inside sales representatives who provide day-to-day strategic support to value travel advisors and agencies across the United States and Canada. The industry veteran with 25 years at Royal Caribbean has been integral in the growth of the cruise line's dedicated business development operation and network of relationships with host travel partner agencies and at-home travel professionals. Today, Anthony's team delivers an ever-evolving lineup of resources and services designed to drive travel partner success in selling Royal Caribbean vacations, including in-person and web-based trainings, sales and marketing tools and plans, hands-on events at sea and on land, and more. With that, Anthony, whenever you are ready, please take it away.
Wow, Danielle, that was one heck of an introduction, and I only hope that I can live up to every word that was just said. So thank you very, very much. It's so great to be here today, and I really want to thank you out there, our travel advisors, for sticking with us, particularly through the most difficult of times over these past 18 months. But we did it. Brighter days are indeed here, and I'm so excited to share all of the incredible things happening at Royal Caribbean, and boy, are there many. Now, if there's one thing we've learned over these times, it's the art of flexibility. So flexible, in fact, that I actually changed the direction a bit of this presentation today. Why? Well, because change is happening faster than ever before. Our businesses are evolving, and our customers are too. So my goal today is to help you with your business. I want to provide you with insight into the latest trends that will give you hope and proof that brighter days are truly here. And with that said, there is one thing that will never change, and that's our dedication to our travel advisors. Royal Caribbean has the largest sales force in the industry, supporting your sales efforts. In fact, your strategic account manager and business development specialists work as a team to help you grow your business. All right, well, let's jump right in. And just like the slide says, the wait is over. Finally, cruises are back, and we're adding more and more each month. It's finally time to get back to that Royal Caribbean lifestyle filled with the best entertainment and activities for the whole family to enjoy. I'll share that in a little bit more detail in a moment, but at first, let me share some of the latest consumer insights and a few marketing updates that I know you're going to love. It's never been more important to understand the consumer. We've been monitoring this forensically across markets for a year and a half now, and it's really time to rev up your engines. The consumer is ready, they are in positive spirits, and they have more time and money, and the time is now. So for the last 83 weeks, we've been running this custom COVID-19 impact study, and this is really tracking our consumer sentiment and recovery, focused on over 500,000 consumers to date, age range 18 plus, annual household income of 50,000 plus, and those that have taken a vacation in the past 3 years. Consumers are more confident than they were last year. That's very clear. And this consumer index indicates that at 113.8% this past August, versus 86.3% just a year ago. Consumers are in positive spirits. They're increasingly hopeful about the future. they're feeling relaxed and hopeful and happy, and that you can clearly see here. By far, those are the three sentiments that have come out over the period of time that we've been doing the survey. They're also so ready to get back to traveling. Traveling is the number one thing that consumers are looking forward to doing once COVID is behind them. They even have more vacation time than usual, especially this year, having rolled over on average about 8 to 12 vacation days from last year. And 70% say that their next vacation is very important, and 3 in 5 are actually planning to book a trip very, very soon. So most consumers feel really overwhelmingly positive in their perceptions about the cruise industry, and I thought this was really something to share that you will be able to take back with you. 70% of these consumers feel that cruising is a great value. Surprisingly, somewhat to me, 74% says that every cruise line offers a unique experience. And I think this is where our opportunity is to really hone in on the expertise of Royal Caribbean and the features and the amenities that we provide that you can't get anywhere else. 71% said that they'd be proud to be seen cruising, and 76% see that cruising is just as safe, if not safer, than other vacations. Now, I've been on a land-based vacation and I've been on cruises since and during the pandemic, and I can tell you one thing is for sure: I feel a heck of a lot safer on a cruise. Not that land-based is unsafe by any stretch, but the protocols that we have in place, in my opinion, are truly second to none. So let's talk about what we're doing now to ramp up our marketing efforts. These are aimed to getting your clients excited about their next Royal Caribbean vacation. Now, at the very end of the presentation, I'm going to play our latest commercial, which tells consumers, don't just take a vacation, rather rise to the vacation. And I think you'll find that quite compelling. Our ambitions have never been bigger, to be honest. We are really focused on winning back non-cruisers. Prior to the pandemic, our marketing was really aimed at first-time cruisers, and now our focuses are going to be ramping back up to and attract those non-cruisers. We'll also be focusing on our new ships and our amplified ships, and we'll talk about what it means to be amplified in just a few minutes. We have new deployment across the country, particularly in New York with Oasis of the Seas, in Los Angeles and California with Navigator of the Seas, and then in Texas with Independence and Allure of the Seas, just to name a few. We plan to go big in Alaska and Europe. You'll see more about that. And we will continue to dominate the Caribbean, particularly with Perfect Day at CocoCay. And I've got some exciting new slides to share with you about Perfect Day. So we're drawing our creative inspiration from this mantra, or this kind of thought that it is time to make up for lost time. And there's no better way to do it than with a cruise on Royal Caribbean. So keep that in mind as you see these next few slides, and really as we dive deeper into the brand itself and all of the new and exciting opportunities that we have. Just this week alone, we're plastered 365 spots just this week across prime time and live sporting events. So you'll see us on all of the major networks that you can see here, between ESPN, Food Network, TLC, HGTV. And within those networks, you'll see on specific programming, and you can see some of the shows there: Saturday Night Live, Good Bones, The Neighborhood, Sunday Night Football, Survivor. So really the top shows that bring in the biggest audiences. We're also going to be reaching consumers across the screen, large and small. We're going to be focusing on streaming apps like Hulu and Discovery Plus, online video, Roku, Twitch, Amazon, YouTube, and then we'll, of course, be working in our social arena, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Those are kind of the big three, if you will. But we're also going to be focusing in on some new players such as Reddit and TikTok. So you'll see us there as well. All right. So I'm taking you on a journey today. You're starting to get a sense that consumers feel pretty good out there, right? They're feeling really good about how they're feeling, and they're feeling really good about getting back to life again. And I'm hoping that you're also seeing how we're going to actually drive them to you so that you can make lots of bookings. But let's shift gears a little bit, and let's shift it over to safety. This piece of the experience is vitally important, and I'm sure that your clients ask about these protocols in every interaction they have with you. So let's start with a little bit of a review. It started last year, of course, with the announcement of our Healthy Sail panel and the development of our comprehensive protocols to protect your clients and the ones they love. The Royal Promise is our plan to carry out these multiple layers of protection for our guests and crew. And although protocols vary by state, by country, and they're changing rapidly, almost daily, if not multiple times a day, travelers can plan their cruise vacation with peace of mind, knowing that Royal Caribbean requires all crew members and guests who are of eligible age to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. So with all these protocols changing by the minute, how do you keep it all straight? I have one brand to sell, and I can barely keep up. So I can only imagine how you are feeling out there and how challenging it is to keep it all straight. So how are you going to do this? Well, I have the answer for you today. So you're going to want to make sure that you take note of this. Our Healthy Cruising Hub in Cruising Power is going to be your one-stop shop to everything protocols. Everything that we're doing in terms of shoreside, shipboard, including turnkey marketing materials, all of those will be available to you. You're going to find our frequently asked questions, protocol information, like I said, updated marketing resources, training opportunities. This means more expertise for you. And one of the things that, I think we've also learned out of this time is to really be an expert, to be that go-to person for your clients. It is hard to keep it all straight, and each brand has their own nuances of protocol, but they are all designed to keep your clients safe, healthy, and happy, and on the greatest vacation experience that they can possibly have. So it really is our job as advisors to ensure that we have the information necessary to provide to our clients and really help them on that journey. Again, your clients may be hesitant to cruise short term, long term. And within the Royal Promise and within our Healthy Cruising Hub, it really does give you the tools you need to best manage the expectations of your clients. So I'm going to just share our screenshot here of where to find it. So when you log into Cruising Power, that's our secured travel agent only website. And when you log in, you're going to see the Healthy Cruising link or tab right at the top left. And you can see that highlighted in purple here. And you can also access it through the brand programs area on the far right on the navigation bar. You can click on Healthy Cruising and it will take you right in. So once you access the Healthy Cruising Hub, you'll enter on our corporate page. This is shared also by our sister brand, Celebrity and Silversea. So it does become a one-stop shop for you when you're selling our family of brands. You'll notice that the navigation bar at the top of each page allows you to easily jump around to the various sections that you may be interested in. As you move through the pages, this functionality remains so that you'll always be able to see those tabs, the Our Mission, the training, onboard and onshore, our experts, Cruise with Confidence. So within this entrance, if you will, you'll hear this message and find this message from our chairman, all of the training resources that are available to you, information on our Healthy Sail panel. We'll talk in detail about the folks that really helped us to design all these protocols. But most importantly, of course, the access to the Royal Promise, which is our Royal Caribbean branded page for all of those health and safety information on our ships. All right. So before we dive in, I again want to point out that navigation bar that you'll see at the top. You'll also have the option to use that back button and go back to previous pages, okay? Again, as I mentioned, the brand's mission, that video that you absolutely can share with your clients. And, you know, as we return to sea, your clients' health and their safety remain our top priority. So that is a great video to share with your clients. Under the Health and Safety tab, you'll find detailed protocol information, vaccine testing, travel requirements, all sorted by home port, by sailing window, and by ship. Under First to Return tab, you'll find what home port, ship, and departure date the information included pertains to. This will then detail the specific requirements your clients can expect for these particular sailings. The Stay Informed tab, you'll find those details, again, frequently asked questions, deployment information, and then those turnkey marketing materials that I spoke to you about. You'll also find information on our technology enhancements and the importance of using the Royal Caribbean app and the safety briefing process on board our ships. Again, kind of continuing on your journey through the pages, in the Destinations tab, you'll uncover destination tips and insights, not only Perfect Day at Coco Cay, but all of the destinations that we visit. And then the Onboard tab provides graphical displays, which I think are really neat, so that when you're having a conversation with your customer, whether in person or virtual, you'll be able to show them these kind of infographic displays with respect to our onboard efforts, stateroom sanitization, air quality, and even our medical centers on board, and it's very, very detailed to give your customers that satisfaction and that comfort to know that Royal Caribbean is going to take care of them from start to finish. Then at the very end, or towards the very end here, here are those marketing materials that I spoke about. So Air to Sea is going to be a very important piece of the puzzle here. And you'll hear, or I'm actually going to share with you these amazing itineraries on sailings that we have out of Barbados. And you might be thinking to yourself, my gosh, getting air into Barbados, that's going to be a challenge. Actually, we've made it quite easy. And so with our Air to Sea program, we have airfares as low as $2.99. We have an assured arrival program, which really gives your customers, again, that comfort and safety of knowing that they're going to get the lowest prices. They're going to get assured arrival. And if there's any delays in their flights, we will put them up in a hotel. We'll get them to the next destination. All of those built-in securities are there. And then we also have our updated Royal Caribbean Travel Protection Program. And again, all of that information laid out very easily in a one-page document that you can share with your consumer. All right. Well, Danielle, we have given a wealth of information already, and I would say that most presentations could probably end right there, where we've given a lot of a lot of detail out there. We still have a long way to go, but I do want to just kind of break it up here really quickly. Ask if there's any questions from anybody out there that I can answer. If not, we'll dive right back in.
Thanks so much, Anthony. Yeah, this is an incredible resource and so informative and helpful, I'm sure, to all of our agents. I don't see any questions now, but just a reminder, everyone, if you do have questions, we will stop throughout the presentation to ask them and definitely get to them at least during the end.
Excellent. All right. So let's dive deep into the Royal Comeback. So we currently have 13 ships that are sailing right now, and that's about half of our fleet. You can see here it ranges everyone from Oasis of the Seas, Adventure of the Seas, Freedom, Allure, Odyssey. All of our newest ships you can see are here, and they are sailing everywhere from Cape Liberty to Port Canaveral to Southampton, England, the Bahamas, and so on. We'll continue this return to sailing throughout September and in the subsequent months through May of next year. And you can see here, just to give you a little bit more color on where the rest of the ships will be. I talked about it a little bit earlier. We're going to have Navigator of the Seas sailing from Los Angeles, and we'll give you more detail about that in a few minutes. We're going heavy up in Europe, as I mentioned before. We're actually going to have Wonder of the Seas, our brand new ship, and I promise to talk about that as well, along with Voyager, Rhapsody, and others. And so by May of 22, we will have just about all of our ships back in the water and sailing at full capacity. All right, so let's talk about ships. Let's talk about what's new again, and where the heck is everybody? Where are all these ships, right? So let me dive deeply into Odyssey of the Seas, and this is our first Quantum Ultra class ship to sail from North America. Started this summer from Fort Lauderdale, and you might be asking yourself, Quantum Ultra, wow, that sounds pretty incredible. What is that? I think I'm gonna actually tell you what it is in a moment, but I'm actually going to show you a quick video first, because I think the video does a much better job and is a little more high energy than I am. It will give you some great insight as to what Odyssey of the Seas is all about. All right. Well, I think that encapsulates what you're about to experience on Odyssey of the Seas. And really, this is all about the biggest thrills from really all of our ships, including Oasis class, and having this action-packed top deck that we like to call it. And so we'll talk about that in a few. So, you're going to be able to experience things like the skydiving, right? The sky pad. You're also going to be able to go to the Seaplex, and within the Seaplex, you'll have Playmakers Sports Bar. This is an incredible space. If you've never been on one of our amplified ships or haven't been on one of our Oasis class ships, the Seaplex is, and Playmakers within the Seaplex is not to be missed. We're introducing a few new concepts on this class of ship. So dining-wise, you'll get to experience Giovanni's Italian Kitchen and Wine Bar, authentic rustic dishes that are served family style, absolutely spectacular food there. handmade pizzas and so on. And then in our teppanyaki, where we all love having our meal cooked right there, and just the entertainment that follows with that as well is incredible. We have Zone Zero. This is brand new, the first at sea, fully immersive 4D virtual reality experience, in addition to laser tag up on the Seaplex as well. So lots and lots of activities. On our reimagined pool deck, you'll see rebranding, and you'll see this within our amplifications, and as I talk about those in a few minutes, but lime and coconut on our reimagined pool deck. Access to these private shady casitas that you'll be able to sit and enjoy. El Loco Fresh. So there's lots of, that's our street Mexican restaurant where you'll be able to go up, and it's a fast casual. So you'll be able to go in and grab food quickly. It's cooked fresh to order. It's an absolutely wonderful experience while you're out there on that Caribbean themed pool deck. All right. Moving right through Odyssey of the Seas, we will then go to our Royal Amplified ships. Now, this is part of our program where over the last 4 years or so, we have been really redefining and modernizing all of our ships, including Oasis of the Seas. And you might say to yourself, oh my gosh, Oasis of the Seas is a new ship in itself. But what you'll find is that we've really kind of taken this concept of adding to the iconic pool deck with these attractions like Lime and Coconut, bringing on the water slides, the Perfect Storm, the Ultimate Abyss, bringing in Playmaker Sports Bar so that experience is available on all of our ships as well. So Oasis of the Seas, again, recently amplified. One of the great additions that we added here was Music Hall. Music Hall is a venue that is on our Anthem of the Seas and on Quantum of the Seas. It's a 2-story music hall that invites live music. And so we have some of the top live entertainment, rock bands, you name it, right there in Music Hall. And it's like you're in an intimate theater performance from top rock bands around the world. It is an incredible, incredible experience. The other marquee addition, besides the Perfect Storm water slides, is Portside Barbecue. So if you're a barbecue fan and you love barbecue, we literally canvassed the United States and sampled barbecue from across the country, and we have come up with this incredible concept. The food is absolutely spectacular. I probably shouldn't have mentioned this around lunchtime because now I'm getting hungry. Where is she sailing? She's going to be sailing from Cape Liberty. Starting September 5th, your clients will be able to enjoy itineraries including Perfect Day. So from Cape Liberty, New Jersey, but being able to enjoy Perfect Day and Nassau as well as Port Canaveral. And so great things to look forward to there on Oasis of the Seas from Cape Liberty. And one of my favorite ships, it's a Vision class ship. So this was built in the mid 90s, but this is for customers that are looking for something a little bit different, or perhaps looking for itineraries that are a bit more port intensive. These are called Ships of Light. They were built with floor to ceiling windows and just a oneness with the ocean and the environment around you. Again, an absolutely beautiful ship, small, intimate, and going to be sailing from Baltimore starting December 23rd. Going to do a series of 5 to 12 night sailings, highlights being 5, 6, and 9 night sailings from Bermuda, or to Bermuda rather, sorry, and up including these 12 night Southern Caribbean itineraries, including St. Croix, St. Lucia, St. Kitts. Again, where else can you go on a Southern Caribbean itinerary from the United States. This is a great, great opportunity for those clients that want to do something different. All right, we have the big news. I've let the cat out of the bag a couple of times already in the presentation, but for the first time in over a decade, we are back in Los Angeles and we need your help. We really need your help to support this product. We're so excited to bring Navigator of the Seas, newly amplified. You can see the photos there of all of the water slides, the Flow Rider surf simulator that we added, great dining venues, Hooked Seafood, the Bamboo Room, which is like a tiki themed bar on the Royal Promenade. Such a beautiful, wonderful ship. And we're sailing these great itineraries, 3 and 4 nights to Catalina Island and Sonata. And then we're doing some 7-night Cabo, Mazatlan, Mexican Riviera itineraries as well. All right. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, sailings from Barbados. Again, Vision class ships, so small, intimate, windows on the world, so to speak. Grandeur of the Seas, Rhapsody of the Seas. These are starting to sail in December of 2021. Don't forget, we have those incredible air-to-sea program pricing starting as low as $299 round trip into Barbados. This is for your client that has been everywhere, has done everything, and really wants to go port intensive. These itineraries don't have not one day at sea. You're going to sail to St. Lucia, Trinidad, Tobago, Dominica, Grenada, St. Vincent, and again, no sea days. Such an incredible opportunity to bring your clients completely something different. All right. Well, here is a destination unto itself. Perfect Day at Coco Cay. I'm sure many of you on this webinar have either been to Perfect Day already and have experienced Thrill and Chill. And if you haven't gone yet, what are you waiting for? This is the best private island experience in the world. And I can say that with confidence because the proof is really in the pudding. You're going to be able to experience all of the thrills of our 135-foot water slide, the largest wave pool in the Caribbean, or you can see it all from high above in the Up and Away hot air balloon experience. And if you're more like me and you'd rather just kind of chill and relax and listen to the ocean waves, you can do that too. We have these wonderful cabanas that you can rent. We also have the complimentary Oasis Lagoon. This is the largest freshwater pool in North America and is truly the icon, in my opinion, the icon on the island. This is where all of our guests come to enjoy the sun, the fun. You've got the tiki bar in the middle there, and it's a swim-up bar. The DJ comes out, and it is just an incredible, incredible experience. Now, you may have been to Perfect Day Coco Cay, and you're thinking to yourself, well, I know, Anthony, I've been to Thrill, I've been to Chill, but there's one place on the island that I am sure that many of you haven't been to yet, and that is the Cocoa Beach Club. So this is our private luxury area on the island, and when I tell you about luxury, this is truly luxury defined. So whether you have purchased one of the overwater cabanas with its own personal water slide into the ocean, or you've purchased a ticket to come to the Cocoa Beach Club and enjoy swimming in the infinity pool, either way, you're going to be subject to an extremely luxurious afternoon. Lobster, filet mignon, all of these incredible food options that are available to you. Just a spectacular opportunity to be indulged all day long. All right, well, I teased it earlier. Wonder of the Seas. Originally, this ship was built to go and sail to China. Again, I talked earlier about being flexible. We had to kind of pivot a little bit, and we're so excited to bring Wonder of the Seas in, albeit a short Fort Lauderdale season to start, but from March to May in 2022, Wonder of the Seas, our fifth Oasis class ship, and not to be outdone, because this is truly a reimagined Oasis class ship, and I'll show you some photos in a few minutes here. We'll also do a summer and fall run in Europe, in Barcelona, and it will interport between Barcelona and Rome as two different home ports. So as I mentioned before, this is an Oasis class ship. We have 7 neighborhoods on the other Oasis class ships, and we've added an 8th neighborhood on Wonder of the Seas, and I'll show you what that is in just a moment. Here's some of the areas on the ship that you can enjoy. We have the Wonder Playscape. This is the 24/7 kids area with plenty of shady spaces and just a really wonderful kind of private area for your kids. The reimagined Aqua Theater, you can see this beautiful kind of wall of glass that is in the background there. The shows are all going to be brand new, so you wouldn't have seen them anywhere else, and flanked by these 2 huge video screens on either side. The pool deck, again, reimagined with that lime and bright Caribbean colors that you'll see there, casitas, the terraced seating as well. And then the reverse view of that, you'll be able to see this huge theater screen. So imagine watching movies under the stars, or it is football season, so we might be playing your favorite team on that huge screen right there. All right, and now to the 8th neighborhood, the suite neighborhood. This is going to be available to our suite guests, okay? In this area back here, with access to our suites only coastal kitchen private restaurant. And then the private sun deck area and bar. This is going to be open to our Sky and Star class suite guests only. So you can see the level of luxury and opulence and really privacy that's available. This area is going to be connected very closely to our other areas or other suites on the ship. And the sailings we have these Eastern and Western Caribbean itineraries. All will include Perfect Day, and this is starting March of 2022. Like I said, Western Caribbean will include Cozumel and Roatan, and the Eastern Caribbean will include Nassau, and again, all of those will include Perfect Day. And then finally, for Wonder, we have sailing again from Rome or Barcelona. This is going to be an interport opportunity here. And these are going to be 7-night Western Mediterranean itineraries. All right, Danielle. I'm going to stop there for a moment, and I'm going to check in with you to see if we have any questions.
We actually do have a few questions. I did want to mention, Anthony, we're still on the pool deck slide. I don't know if it's not, if you were meant to advance, or if this is where we're supposed to.
Yes, my goodness, I am many slides ahead on that. Let me check to see.
Sure.
And I can answer those questions in the meantime.
Perfect. So Jim is asking, with the newly amplified ships, has there been any updates to the staterooms?
There have been upgrades to the staterooms, and it really depends on the ship itself. We have gone in and updated carpets, of course, and so you'll see. It depends on the ship class and which one has come in, because again, on Oasis, very little needed to be done to the staterooms in there. However, on Navigator or on Mariner and Independence, we did spend a particular amount of attention and money to those areas.
Awesome. Okay, so the next question is from Joyce, and it looks like she has a group in April, and she's wanting to know ships with Labadee Haiti on the destinations, where are they being diverted to?
Yeah, that's I think a work in progress. It's one of those where we're not just eliminating the port of call altogether. So what you'll notice is that as we get closer into the sailing, I would say within about 30 days or so, we're making that call and making that announcement. And so she'll be let known what the change will be. In most cases, we're actually swapping that out with Perfect Day, so you're still getting a private island experience and so on. But it's one of those where Labadee is very important to us as a company. We've been there and supportive of our friends in Haiti for many, many years. So our goal is to continue to sail there when and if we can, and only if it's safe to do so. So it's not that knee-jerk reaction to just, let's just change the itinerary. So we're going to keep it on track for as long as we can until we can't, and then we'll let them know what the change in itinerary is.
Yeah, perfect. That makes sense. Okay, we have another question from Cynthia, and she's wanting to know, is the Coco Club an extra charge or is the price included?
So there is a charge to get into Coco Beach Club, and that does range. It's a dynamic price point, and so that does range. But I can tell you one thing, for those guests that really want that luxury experience and that private island experience, it's not exorbitantly priced. It's actually very well and attractively priced. And when you compare the food options that you get there, I kind of equate it to like a specialty restaurant experience, right? You go to Chops Grill, for example, for that wonderful steak in a smaller dining environment. It's a very similar concept there, but the food options are incredible, and then just the luxury around you are, and there's a lot of inclusion. So of course, all of those beach chairs and the umbrellas, those are all included. You included as a mat in the water, so you can use that in the water. Of course, towels and so on. So there's lots of included items as well.
All right, sounds good. Did you want to continue? We have about 4 more questions. Did you want to continue with the questions or do that?
Why don't I've only got about 5 more slides, so I've caught up with myself. That's surprising, but I have. So why don't we finish that, and then we can go right into the Q&A. But I do want to know, are you seeing Wonder of the Seas slide sailing from Rome and Barcelona?
No, I'm still seeing the pool deck slide.
Okay. I had a power surge here, and I apparently have lost connection. So let's just see what I can do here. And just let me know if you can see my screen.
I can still see your screen, but it's still the slides.
Kind of frozen there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's okay. The only thing you've missed is the most important part of the entire presentation. No, I'm kidding. You've seen 99% of what I wanted you to see. You've seen it. So for the last portion, you can probably just close your eyes and listen to my voice if that's even possible. I don't know. But I really just wanted to finish with a couple of things, which is our tools that are available to help you in your business. Not only tools to help you grow your business, but also tools to help support the business that you've already booked. So we talked about Cruising Power. We know the healthy cruising portal is there. But as you know, there's many, many other things there in Cruising Power as well. Everything from Espresso, our booking engine. We have eQuote, which is our eQuote tool that you can actually personalize a quote to your clients on any ship, any date in minutes, and that's completely customized. It's closed to you, so they're not going to be, routed to the Royal Caribbean website or anything like that. It's completely self-contained in there for you. You have quick reference ability for policies and procedures. Within our marketing center, you can build a flyer in addition to the e-quote and so on. So those tools are available for you within Cruising Power, and I want you to be able to use those resources. Then we have loyaltoyoualways.com. So this is a very important site as well. It's not password protected, but this includes our resources and tools for travel partners, such as all of our current offers, right? All of the promotions, everything that we house in offers is there for you. Every promotion that we put together and every flyer that we create, we also give you the ability to put that out on social media. So we have email templates, we have Facebook templates that you can actually upload with the particular promotion or opportunity that's there. So all of those are built in. All of the deployment, everything that I talked about today, where those ships are, we have in our product updates tab, and you'll be able to find out where all of our ships are sailing, the different itineraries, home ports, and all of that. And then we have our marketing tools, which is a deep dive into our digital brochure, our e-brochures, flyers, brand guidelines, our marketing library as a whole is there and available. You also have access in loyaltoyoualways.com for a tool that I encourage everybody to register for and sign up for. It's called BranchUp. And this is a completely free and completely customizable marketing tool that you can use that will help you to market to your customers through Facebook. Now, there are other brands that subscribe to BranchUp, not just Royal Caribbean. I know you're only going to sell Royal Caribbean, and I appreciate y'all saying that. But there are other brands. So this is a great tool for your business because it's going to help you to keep our brand in the mind of your customer. You'll also be able to get all of the latest with our Coffee Talk with Vicky Fried. So as you know, I think she just celebrated her 70th Coffee Talk. I don't know if we call it celebration or not, but she's been hosting Coffee Talk since the pandemic began. And it has actually worked out to be a very rewarding opportunity for Vicky and really all of us that have had the opportunity to speak on with our travel partners. It's such a way of connection and our ability to really be able to share with you the latest and greatest there. So I encourage you all to register every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern time. And you actually can register that through Royal Caribbean University. You'll be able to review and view all of the old recorded presentations as well. So if you missed one, if you wanted to go back to learn about some information on others, you can do that. And lastly, within Loyal to You Always, we've put out, I think the number was something like 2.1 million future cruise certificates since the pandemic began. Certainly not what our systems were built for. Our systems were built for bookings, not for cancellations. But this is the environment that we're in. And we all know that in some way, shape, or form, we've all been affected, and your clients are either seeking refunds, Cruise with Confidence future cruise certificates, redemption now of these certificates. You have an opportunity. There's an automation toolkit within Loyal to You Always. If you go to loyaltoyoualways.com/service/automation updates, you will be able to tap into all of the different tools that are available to you. You can redeem FCCs online. You can apply them to bookings. Within Insight, within Cruising Power, if you're the administrator of your agency, you actually will be able to not only view all of your pending FCCs that are left to be redeemed. You can actually, we just added this feature last week where you can actually send an email reminder to your client directly from the Insight tool, completely customized with their FCC number, with the amount that is that's available to them, with a reminder that, hey, now is a great time for you to be thinking about your next cruise vacation. And oh, by the way, you have money available to make that booking. So in closing, just want to say that we have all of this information available to you at your fingertips. We certainly don't mind if you call us, but hold times are there. There's lots going on. So I want to also be able to share with you opportunities where you can go in and use automation as your friend to get things resolved a lot faster, and to really put the power into your hands so that you can help your customers get back on a Royal Caribbean cruise faster than ever before. And with that, Danielle, let's go ahead and answer any questions that may be out there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So we do have a few questions. The first one's from Tracy, and she's wanting to know when we can start booking for Wonders of the Sea.
Wonderful question. Wonder of the Seas is open for sale as we speak, and I do believe we just opened up Europe for sale as well. So the Caribbean itineraries have been open for about a week now, and the European itineraries just opened up a couple of days ago. They're both open and available for both individuals and for groups. I also want to mention that our instant booking bonus, and this is probably the most important thing, and Vicki would shoot me if I didn't bring this up, so I'm glad I remembered. The instant booking bonus. We have done a lot over the last 18 months to try to help our travel advisors through this difficult time. We know you're not earning. If they're not cruising, you're not earning. We have gone through a couple of iterations of our RCL Cares program. First, to partner you up with PPP loans. Secondly, to provide you with interest-free loans. And then this next installment is the instant booking bonus. This is upfront commission that is not a portion of the commission that you will earn when they sail, but actual upfront commission bonus that you will earn within weeks of the deposit. So we are tracking that. You need to put in your code, and we are tracking that. You will earn up to $200 of this instant booking bonus. So that's money in your pocket right away, and then you'll receive the money for your commission through normal channels once the booking is at full final payment and is getting ready to sail. So just as you normally earn it. So take advantage of this. And then we have an additional kicker to that. We're going to add $10 per booking for every booking that you make through automation. So whether that's Espresso or Sabre, any of the online GDS tools, you make the booking through. If it's through the month of September, not only will you get the instant booking bonus amount depending on the length of sailing, but you'll also get an extra $10 kicker per booking. That's paid out separately, so that will come out separately. But the instant part of that you'll receive within a week or two of making that deposit on the booking. And the reason why I went into that long dissertation is because I wanted you to know that it is also applicable to Wonder of the Seas bookings.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Anthony. Okay, so our next question is from Christina, and she is wanting to know, do you think the Oasis class is best for families with kids?
157.9%. Yes. Yeah, it is spectacular. It is for, it has the space, it has the activities, the amenities. Now, what I will say is that Odyssey makes a good run for the money on that, because it has all of the features that an Oasis class ship has, with the addition of skydiving, with the addition of SkyPad. So I would say that we're a family brand in general, and that all of our ships are great for families. Our Adventure Ocean program is second to none in the industry, and it provides fully supervised activities. Our our counselors are bachelor degreed in early childhood education. They have 4-year degrees. So this is what they do for a living. This is what they love to do, and the quality of the program shows. And again, just the amenities and activities on Oasis Class are truly second to none out there.
Awesome. Okay, so this next question is from Ginger, and it looks like she has a group sailing in July of 2022. And she's wanting to know, is there an entry gate in order to get to the Cocoa Beach side? Because she wants to let her group know to book the private cabanas.
So if you book one of the cabanas, then your access into Cocoa Beach Club is included. So you don't have to pay to get in, so to speak. If you are already paying for a cabana, then you get that included. And then there are parts of on the chill side of the island, because Cocoa Beach Club is on the chill side of the island. There are areas on Chill Island where you don't necessarily have to go into the Cocoa Beach Club, where you will be able to enjoy quiet time. There's these open air like day beds that have covering on it, and you'll be able to use one of those and so on. So there's lots of areas that, I don't want to get the impression across that you have to pay for everything once you're there. That's truly not the case at all. But if you want that luxury immersed experience into Cocoa Beach Club and to be able to, partake in the upgraded food menu items and all of that, there is a fee to get there. But again, if you're purchasing a cabana, that's all part of it.
Awesome. Okay, our next question is from Maggie, and she looks like she has a group on the Rhapsody in June 2022, and she's wondering if the Rhapsody has been upgraded and is transportation still provided from the airport.
So the ship has been updated. It is not one of our amplified ships, so you won't find, the water slides and all of that on there. But what you will find is a beautifully appointed, intimate ship. I call them intimate. I remember when those ships were built, they weren't considered intimate. They were the largest ships on the ocean at the time. So how quickly things change, but they are well cared for. They're beautifully maintained. So they just don't have those amplified features. If I'm getting that point across clearly.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. So
and then what was the other? I know there was a second part to that question, wasn't there?
Yes, she wanted to know if there's still transport from the airport.
Yeah, so keep checking in with us, because that will really vary and will be dependent upon, what COVID looks like in a year from now. So yes, typically we do have transportation that you can purchase, bus transfers. And obviously, if you're using our Air to Sea program, those are included.
Awesome. Okay, so our next question is from Glenda, and it looks like she's having trouble on Cruising Power, and she wants to know who to contact if she's getting an error when trying to book on Cruising Power.
Great. So our automation support desk is there to help, and you can reach them at 800-443-5789. And they're available to help.
Perfect. I sent that number to you, Glenda, in case you didn't have a chance to write it down. Okay, so our final question is from Sue, and she is wondering, she says, I'm sorry if I missed this information, but is it correct that bookings that sail through December 31st, 2021, final payment is now due 30 days in advance, and we don't need to do anything to update this on bookings?
That's correct.
Awesome. Okay, actually, we have just one last question come in, and it's from Carl, and he's wondering where is the best place to learn about the RCCL pricing structure?
The To learn about the pricing structure, I guess I need a little bit more clarification on that.
Okay.
What I can say is that our pricing is dynamic. It's based on supply and demand, of course.
Mhm.
And then within the categories that we have, so whether they're balconies, the different categories